Wanna be a billionaire so freaking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. Wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. Billionaire by Bruno Mars is a song that's kind of the epitome of society today, where we no longer really value education or energy or anything like that, but we're so stuck in the hustle and bustle of our work, in the pursuit of wealth and fame and prosperity, that we see that this type of mentality is actually detrimental to society. Now, the quotation that I have is by Thomas Edison, where Albert Einstein, and he states, "Try not to be a man of success, but rather try to be a man of value." And I believe that this quotation rings words of truth and wisdom, because what he's basically saying is, rather than trying to be selfish and rather than trying to just gain financial profit just for yourself, it's important that we actually look at the big picture, look at the world, and try to take steps to ameliorate the conditions there. And now we can look towards two examples. Look back towards Mr. Sampan, who is a philanthropist, and we can also look towards the Botox mom controversy to see how his words ring true. So now let's look at Mr. Sampan. He is the founder of the Hans Schneider International Children's Foundation. And he used to be this extremely prosperous businessman who traveled across the international community, making all of these business contracts in order to obviously gain financial wealth. However, in the past 3 years, he ended up being diagnosed with an incurable cancer of the bone marrow. And he was told that he doesn't have much time. Yet instead of lying in bed resting, or instead of dedicating all of his time towards trying to increase the profits of his company, he has now dedicated himself towards improving the conditions of thousands of orphans around the world. And evidently what we see here is he is a man who has set aside all of his pursuit of prosperity and wealth, and instead has dedicated himself to helping these orphans. And now he has actually reported that the amount of sense of accomplishment that he feels is far greater in helping these people than he has ever felt in ever having money in his hands. So not only do we see how this quotation rings true with Sampan, but we can also look towards more present day, towards the Botox mom controversy. Now, if you look at the news in the past 2 weeks, they talked about this mom who is basically a British beautician. Her name is Carrie Campbell, and she is known to actually have injected her 8-year-old daughter with Botox injections to give her daughter the leg up in these beauty pageants. Now, winning these beauty pageants obviously come with tons of fame and money and glory and glitter and glitz. And she has actually given up her morals and her values in exchange for this success and this prestige. And now she ended up losing custody over her own daughter as a result of her lack of morals and her lack of values. And now she comes around and tells us that actually CBS was the one who bribed her, who told her that she would gain so much money from all of these trials that she would be able to support her family financially. Whether this is true or not, we see that mothers such as this Botox mom, mothers such as the Tiger mom, mothers such as the Octo mom, have now been utilizing their own, the Octo mom, have been utilizing their own children in order to gain financial prosperity. And what we see here is that perhaps we actually should look at Albert Einstein's quotation and actually rethink our morals and consider how we actually need to reapply ourselves so that we can reach success in a way that is actually sustainable, that we're bringing great change in the future. So as we take a step forward and look at this quotation that we have today, try not to be a man of success, but rather try to be a man of value. We see that truly we must try to uphold our values. We must try to uphold our morals so that we can be successful in the future, so that we can leave a mark in society where we're not just trying to be rich for ourselves. So yes, when we take a step back and look at the song that we have, I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. Instead, perhaps we should sing, I want to be a truthful man so freaking bad. So that in the end, we can truly be successful people, that we can take that step forward and bring sustainable change to the future. Thank you.